QO go PL, but that's his hero, man. PL, TA, or PA, like these sort of just heroes that are up in your face all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly a different looking draft than what we saw in the last game, although there's elements to it that feel the same, where it's like take down towers early, like you said, group together, make those auras work. Are you expecting big things out of DJ on this Chen? Where does he have to go?
He's the player that I want to talk about because he's the one that has, I would say, one of the most different heroes, like our Spirit, to playing a Chen this game, who has to aid a lot in pushing. He can't just be super sacrificial.
Prepare for
where
battle.
does he want to go?
He
can really kill anything. That's the thing about Chen. He can go to any lane and do anything, depending on what creep you get. There's so many games that kind of whatever you need.
Alright, well, I'm excited to watch that. It does look like Febby made the long wraparound. Maybe they were hoping here that somebody would scout Ohio and expect that he placed the ward and try for a D ward, but it doesn't end up happening. 11 in the meantime, he's going to be positioned to steal a couple creeps here away from the safe lane. Gotta love that taunt from Ajit as well. A little spinny gag.
Oh, he's the Alpiners. Damn, son.
It really is the coolest. You gotta love that little cowboy hat he's got. Look at him. He's a pleasant little fella.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, buddy.
Well, the early movement out, it does look like, as far as heroes are concerned, did Batrider leave? 11 was up there. Am I crazy?
I think they're doing a lane swap.
Oh, okay. Well, they will scout out Febby here, Victoria. So maybe realizing that the aggro is coming, and we'll see if Fnatic respond by trying to switch lanes as well. Looks like they're going to keep it standard for the moment, though. It was going to be a quick bounty rune steal by Ohio. Now he's got to wrap out.
Where's 11 going? He's like locked there. So they are now trying to search for the Chen. They haven't actually been able to get eyes on the Chen. They do have the Reservoir in top lane. They did see the Rubik. However, Chen, where are you at? And they know he probably has a smoke. And worried about him invading. Where is 11 going again? Are they switching again?
The old switcheroo. He's heading back over there, I guess.
What is he doing?
Right now, Febby is the only one up here for Fnatic. All right, I don't know. Ajit is running back up top again.
Okay, now Batrider's running. Oh, he's trying to stack. He's just not there at all. Ohio's like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm loving it.
Great game for him. And Victoria has now run into Ajit, so a Lifestealer with nothing skilled is getting ran at by this Night Stalker. And doesn't really have a great answer besides just trying to punch him.
Night Stalker is a big fan.
This does not look like a fun lane at all. You've got Terrorblade here who can pop Metamorphosis in a little bit if he needs to and just punch Ajit down. Like, could they even think about diving him here, or is that too scary with the... Once
they know he has Feast, so they could easily dive him. I would say wait for Reflection. Weakness. Okay, maybe not. Well, we do see QO, a lot of pressure from maybe Ursa versus... I'm trying to think of a melee hero that beats Ursa. I think maybe Axe at super early levels can beat him. Even that's a maybe.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We talked about Lycan having some avenues to like help out his team in spite of a bad start. Lifestealer feels much less so, and he is currently really hurting in this one. I mean, look at it. It's 3 heroes around mid from the side of Fnatic. It looks like they want to try and make the go into maybe. This really feels like it has to work, because otherwise they're going to be so far behind, and rotation is just not going to be good enough. And in fact, it's Victoria who's shown up and
top tower.
able to just bully DJ back again.
Yep, I agree with you that it's not looking very good. And QO is also in a ton of trouble.
Slowed down. He did end up getting clipped by that, but able to doppelganger up to the high ground, and that keeps him alive.
However, you still see which one is the real one because of that swipe. But I'm not sure how he's going to farm this mid lane. It's just... you can just stack and farm, I suppose, but the problem is you have no kill potential with Chen. Chen has to smoke around, go around the shrine on top, but he's still pretty far away. Ame can potentially TP out too, but there's no grave upon Yao, and Ajit in a pretty good position here.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to be able to make this work. Febby going for the wraparound. They actually decided to go onto the Dazzle first. A pretty decent-sized heal bomb turned it back around. They will find first blood. Nice little boon for Ajit. He needed that in a bad way. Still super broke as a joke, though.
Yep, poor guy has no arm. Almost all physical damage coming up in this lane. That wasn't actually all physical damage.
This is, I mean, you just look at the last hits right now. It is just complete domination by LGD. They were coming in as one of the favorites out of China and people expecting big things from them and proving why here in this, just dominating the lanes.
All around solid drops too, say. Well-balanced drops that can do a lot of things. Not super risky. Especially when it's group stage, you just want to get as many wins under your belt, and feeling, and just play solid Dota overall. Because oftentimes you don't know exactly what your opponent's going to do. So having a well-balanced lineup that can do everything, I would say, is better than like a lineup that might take you by surprise. Like let's say some sort of weird puck push strat, which is always, I would say, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I can't believe like how much they're getting out of this. It looks like they're going to run at QO again. They will have silence available, but a doppelganger away. Still thinking about diving for that one. He's going to have to focus over on this illusion. Might have thought it was the real one, but it is in fact just that doppelganger with the same amount of damage as the regular one. And DJ also going to be pushed back. Yao is here now too. Man, this is, it's just hard to imagine what it is that they're going to do to try and turn this back around. They're just getting ran at.
One of the problems with Night Stalker, he can solo, as we saw at the start, he was just beating on the Lifestealer. Okay, so he can beat on the Lifestealer. He's not near bottom, but he could deal with the Centaur if he wanted to. And any of the other heroes, he can also just right-click. He was right-clicking the PL. And this hero is just a complete nuisance because none of the other 4 positions can really one-on-one. Maybe Spirit Breaker, I would say, can kind of right-click him down, but that's kind of the only alternative. And even so, Night Stalker is way better in the team fights because it buys or takes away.
Alright, well, we have a little bit of a pause here. They need to set up some settings to make sure that they're going to be okay. It does look a little bit like, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a draft that was meant, I imagine, to group up early. What is the point where they like fall too far behind and that's no longer viable?
When Chen doesn't have any of it. Chen can't get like any extra item. Like you either need like Helm Up Dom, Mech, or Scepter. I guess I've seen, I think, Midas in a Scepter before, but you want, or Hood. I suppose you want one big team fight item on Chen. And if you don't get that, you actually like more useless than most support later game because your creeps are largely irrelevant. I think the plus side is that LG don't have that much AoE to actually do Chen creeps, but on the downside, everything is feeding around the map, and they are just running. Ooh, 11 with the Soul Ring.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
I like Soul Ring a lot on side lanes.
Just the fact that you can get a lot of value out of the mango, or what is the?
I think it's a good, small, cheap regeneration item that allows you to keep your farm around without hindering your mid-game by too much. It's like getting an Aquila on an agility hero. It's good for helping you farm, but it doesn't slow down the progression.
Yeah, and they used his doppelganger. There wasn't any way to stop that. And Febby and DJ are now rotating, and Victoria's going to break this smoke. And if they were hoping to wait for the PL to be back up before they can go, it's not going to happen now. And it looks like Ursa's just going to be able to run away also. Maybe DJ can make something happen here. Ohio is showing up as well. He's just doing almost no damage. 1 point in double edge is not nearly enough, and in fact, they're just going to turn it back around and try and run him down. All 11 has shown up as well. He is running down DJ. 4 heroes mid for LGD. QO shows up, but what is he really even going to do? They maybe can take down 11. They do have Grave up and available. They get it off in time, yeah. But Febby is still going to fall. Ended up dying in that firefly a little bit too long.
So keep in mind, farm PL can still win this game.
Right.
So they just need to get PL up and running. He is not up and running right now. He has gone for Iron Talon, which means that he needs a lot of jungle time, which which means that someone else probably needs to take the helm. If they're all jungling, Lifesteal jungling, Chen's jungling, PL jungling, they're gonna lose out. They can only have, I would say, max 2 to 3, and ideally only 1 out of 3, so that they can actually catch up somehow. However, Night Stalker is extremely good at preventing this sort of play by being able to drop wards during nighttime and just overall be a nuisance around the map, so that no one really feels safe farming around the map. So now PL and
Waiting on Dire's top tower.
Did that end up? I was wondering if the ghost hit maybe, and that's what slowed his attackers a little bit.
not down. But
Dire's
so
top tower
they
is
did get
under
away unscathed, but as soon as you start jungling, towers are going to stop falling. One of the problems with jungling, neutraling in general nowadays, it looks like Hugo is going to be able to get himself a kill on the back of the Arcane Rune. No Grave TP coming up.
He's going to end up going down. In the bottom lane, they were able to take down 11 Fnatic. So a couple kills going the way of them, and that's what you need. And like you said, starting to get these items, it's only a headdress on Chen, but taking a tower could help to further that cause. LGD is taking a tier 2 at the same time.
And they also do not have their mid tower taken down yet. So Fnatic still having that mid T1,
top tower is
they can farm a lot more with that, especially if Kyo is able to get the good jungling.
Alright, well, let's see, moving in, Ohio, he does have 3 points in that hoof stomp, so a longer duration stun you would normally see, but Ame has shown up as well, and now Ajit starting to take a good bit of damage. No level 6, he was so close to it, just a little bit of experience away. He might have been able to jump inside of somebody, but nonetheless, it's another death. This Fnatic also lose DJ.
That is a value metamorphosis.
Yeah. Tier 2 tower, big team fight win. The way to make it happen. I was wondering what you think about that 3 points up in hoof stomp. Usually you end up seeing more in double edge, right, to be able to have a higher nuke?
Yeah, depends on what you need from team this game. Damage, maybe not the best versus a hero like Ursa, who just in raid puts the damage off. They are having damage issues, but at the same time, you can look at the flip side.
Dire
Suffer
have
longer,
fortified their
do more damage.
structures.
Yeah.
So it's also
Dire's
the
middle
double edge
tower
build is
is
also
under
better for
attack.
neutraling with Tranks, but he's
Dire just denied their middle tower.
they were just on the ground. But as I already mentioned, there's going to be plenty of other heroes neutral. So Ohio can't really have this pick of the cream of the crop. He's going to have to deal with these risky lanes where you can just get passive or jumped.
I guess he is also going for the Blink first build. Sometimes we had seen the Hood before, like you said, to go for more of that farming also. And relatively close to it. That might be one of those other big turning points in this game where they can actually take fights and make stuff happen.
Yeah, because they need that option of the festival. And I think Light's going to lose a lot of value if you can't invest inside the Blink target, or a highly let's say. So, Ajit definitely needs more kills under his belt. PL working his way to Diffusal Blade, and he will have it quite soon.
Yeah, that will definitely be another big one for him. We actually saw the Terrorblade also go for a Mask of Madness.
So, I'm in love with that.
Farming. Great stuff. Illusion. Get a little bit of extra attack speed also. Why not?
He's been left alone in a lot of these games. They kind of just leave him to farm.
He's so close to his Blink Dagger, another 200 gold away as he loses a bit there. And some creeps are going to take some damage as well. 011 revealing that Blink Dagger, newly purchased. Ajit is showing up as well, and actually they might have gone a bit too far. Oh, the Centaur is a little bit mad that his brother ended up going down, but now it's maybe chasing him down in the grave. TP away. 11's going to escape, but Febby's certainly not going to be so lucky as... maybe he's trying to juke off to the side. Does he have auto attack on? Not sure, but a triple kill for maybe. Another kill going their way. Ame is kind of left alone for the moment. Ohio's showing up as well, and they might be able to bring him down. This would be a huge kill. And indeed, they're going to give it to Ohio. A little bit of revenge going his way.
They're like, oh, they're so low level that they already respawn. That's crossing their mind at the moment. They can just slow things down, take Roche, then proceed with slaying all of Fnatic's towers, but yeah, look at Ajit's items. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That hurts.
It's really rough. I mean, Night Stalker is almost ahead of him, and Well, speaking of which, they're getting ready to run in, and Ohio, is this Infest Bomb really going to end up working out for them? They're rotating in with all of these heroes. He's going to find the Terrorblade. Maybe they can blow him up right at the start of the fight, trying to do just that. Not going to be able to quite bring him down, though, and maybe still alive. Ajit trying to chase him down, but Yao is still in the area with Grave. They're not going to be able to do it. QO doesn't have Diffusal Blade yet, and they are going to be able to turn this back around now onto Victoria, trying to find the stun, trying to kill him off. They just don't have nearly enough damage. Another big heal bomb comes through. Ajit in trouble. He's going to drop QO. Where's it left to go? I don't know if they have anywhere. Febi's going to be pulled back in. Also, all of Fnatic are just being ripped asunder. 4-5 dead indeed. LGD dominant yet again.
Tower denied, just cherry on top. Okay, Dazzle, Weave, hello, it was ticking, and then nailed it.
Radiant's middle tower is
It's very scary looking at it. They were just buying time for Weave. They're like, okay, let's retreat, okay. And then, at that point, Urza can
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to
a maximum for power right now.
Bottom tower is
So, Fnatic's game plan has completely fallen flat. I would say that DJ has just been ineffective in his rotations in the entire series. His Earth Spirit died a few times. Too many in the early game. In this game, the Chen was being run at, and
Dire's bottom tower is
when Chen is forced to play defensively that early into the game, you know your team is in a really, really bad spot. And I think with this early game lead, like Ursa's not going to fall off like he does typically, and they still have the tower hitting from Ame in case they do need to take objectives instead of just fighting. But Fnatic are kind of forced to throw bodies at them. QO did go for the Diffusal Blade, and that is not a farming item.
Yeah. You know, taking that fight before he actually had it on him in that last one, and you know, like you were talking about the weave, it definitely feels like it's just LGD who are dictating the pace of this game. And you know, Roshan probably going to be the next objective, and I don't see what stops them from storming high ground with that. It's 14 minutes into this game, and it's 11,000 net worth lead.
So let's see. Victoria's poised to the right. Don't really think they can approach from the north because they have no units there. Victoria is going to be able to slaughter this lone skeleton that comes in to prevent any opportunity for an Infest Bomb coming in. Maybe should be able to fight.
Oh, Ohio. They pull back in the initiator that they needed, and Ohio going to be brought down 30 seconds, no buyback. I don't even know if it would have mattered even if he did have it.
His net worth is still higher than
It does feel like it's much more the way that they played, though. Like those 3 heroes rotating mid, the goal was never to get Ajit a ton of farm. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's tough.
You have to win your other lanes, though. That's the thing about Lifesteal. Lifesteal is actually one of the better sacrifice cores. He actually doesn't care too much because you can just rage and run away. But from the start, he was kind of unsure about which way to go to. I don't think they wanted to get matched up. They wanted free farm from Lifesteal. But,
well, stuns, lots of stuns, triple stuns, stealing mana, trying to make something happen here. Maybe he's chasing QO, though, and nowhere left to go. I think that he is going to probably be brought down. Well, the turnaround, Ohio is there again, trying to find this kill. They end up throwing out the Hand of God. Is this the fight that Fnatic need to turn it back around? They're still not able to get anybody down. It looks like, for the moment, Fnatic will hold. They don't lose everybody.
or anyone.
Yeah.
I think the problems will start compounding too. Look at the items. He has the Buckler already, Dazzler, more armor on top of the Weave. He's going to have the mech soon. Then they have the Medallion on the Night Stalker. So we talked about Lifesteal not doing any damage, but he's up against even more armor and even more mitigation coming from LGD without any minus armor piercing his. He doesn't even have flight stuff.
He doesn't have an armlet. He doesn't have anything. It is a rough game right now.
He has a team, though.
That's right. QO, carry me, please. Hopes and dreams are resting on this guy. He's going bots, you know, pushing out those lanes, making sure that at the very least they'll be able to get something in return if there's like a concerted effort to push down high ground.
Yeah, he needs to play a keep away game.
A lot of creeps. Well, the triple, this actually might end up working out. There's a lot of stuns coming in from DJ, and
he has the helmet on because he has one extra creep.
Oh, and then the pullback too. This is the nice thing about Chen nowadays as well, is being able to sort of play the split push Aiken style. So you just send that with QO all the time now, just keep sending your creeps with them?
They can still die.
Radiant's top tower has left.
And a lot of heroes they can't actually kill, like Ursa can just break it out. But yeah, you can make these keep wins here and there, but how are you going to win through fight? How are you going to get your PO very, very large? And how are you going to stop this train from rolling over with this HP?
Yeah, it feels very much like in any sort of normal engagement, it's always going to be Fnatic just so far behind. And you look at these net worths, you know, almost 10,000 for both the Terrorblade and the Ursa, and then you compare that to where the PL is at, or I mean, where Ajit is at too. Is, I mean, he's fallen behind the Night Stalker at this point. But the rotation in LGD wanting to find a pickoff. Who are they going to get? Nobody else but Ajit. He is going to be killed very quickly. Ame on a killing spree, and now we'll see if the rest of Fnatic can get out. QO is here as well as DJ. Might need to use the send back now to try and get QO out of there. Can they actually do it, or are they going to actually try and fight this? Again, the Centaur is coming in, going for the long-range stop. They are going to be able to pull back yet another, and barely going to be able to walk away from that one, it looks like. Are they going to lose Febby? I think that he might be able to escape. No, they're going to kill off QO as well. 4 are dead. No sendbacks used as far as I can tell, and that is looking really rough.
Caught out in a bad place. You have killed the Bat Rider a few times, but big ol' Ame is just left large and in charge. And maybe it's kind of just like, okay, I can run at whatever I want.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
You should just kill them in about half a second.
Dire's no fortified.
Well, the respawn times are shorter than the cooldowns at this point, so that's the only thing holding 11 back from pulling in and killing off these heroes. They will retreat for the moment. Let's see, Roshan, Aegis will be acquired in about 18 seconds. And LGD is going to play it safe. No need to try and throw the game away at this stage. KB up on Ursa. Is there any worry really to holding off?
PL's is low in net worth, and he's also not going in. Like, the Fuse doesn't give you any HP, POT doesn't give you any. So if he gets lassoed, he is dead nearly instantaneously. So I think that's a problem for them, because you need to be able to win these team fights. Lifestealer is not going to be able to stand up in front. Centaur can't stand. He's going for Yules. So, like, who is actually going to be tanking this Terrorblade? Terrorblade's a hero that you actually just generally cannot prevent his damage from coming out. He has all these illusions, and they're generally spread out a decent amount, and they're ranged. So, like, how do you actually prevent the damage? You generally have to tank it up with, like, solar and armor, but they don't have anything to do that. So, as long as Ame runs rampant in the team fights, I don't really see Fnatic winning in this one, but they still can win. Or sorry, they can't win the team fight game, but they still can't win in this one. They know that no one is behind Ame right now, and everyone's coming in. That Observer War from behind. Oh, nice try there.
The Manta dodge doesn't end up happening. Ame trying to TP away. Do they have the damage? No, he gets out. Oh, they wanted it so badly. Oh, it hurts.
That was such a brilliantly set up play by Fnatic. The Observer War from behind to make sure that no one's there. The call in for everyone to TP in, and Centaur's wherever around behind. But Ame, that was the really quick Manta dodge attempt.
God, yeah, just right on the cusp. They took away. He didn't have quite enough mana to deal the damage, and once it was all stolen, it like you're talking about, PL just doesn't have enough DPS right now.
Yeah, he really doesn't. I'm actually not a big fan of this build, but I can understand why players get it. It's like it's kind of a half and half build. You're like decent at split pushing, you're okay at fighting. I think the biggest problem is that you can't actually, you don't have any HP, so that means you have to use your doppelganger very early on in the fight after they clear those illusions. I think with a lot of HP, you can start right clicking to propagate enough illusions that you don't have to use doppelganger until way later on into the fight. And you can tank so that other members of the team can still do damage if you go stat items, which is really take care of the process. But it's like Lifestealer is still gonna be largely irrelevant, unfortunately, if you're bad project. This game has just been under the gun.
what happens, you know? Constantly just getting ran at it. From the very beginning, when he was getting bullied in the jungle by the Night Stalker.
Yeah, you can tell it's like, that's not a good start for how this is looking Fnatic.
Fnatic just trying to hold on to anything at all at this point. There's no Aegis, but it really doesn't matter. 18 seconds until Centaur is there. If Fnatic or LGD want to, they can just back out after the fact. And they might just do that here. Or 11 will go.
Weave is halfway up right now, so this is the perfect time for LGD. It's the worst time for Fnatic.
The jump forward, he is just going to be eliminated. Ajit, does he have any way to get out of this one? It doesn't look like he actually jumps inside a Kilo, almost goes down. Now Ajit trying to run away as well. Maybe he's kind of being controlled, and with Ohio backup, there's just not quite enough there. Can they kill him down in time? No. Dazzle heals are there. The Shrine is the only thing keeping the rest of Fnatic alive, but even that is not enough in the end. Kilo trying to run down Victoria, but now Big Bad Ame chasing him down as well. They're going to eat him up. 5 dead from Fnatic, and again, GG well played. LGD are looking quite strong in this.
Oh, it's fast easy for DJ. Yeah, they just lost their lanes very early on, and you can see why Night Stalker is